celebrate I Did a Runner's 10th episode, I have the most special guest joining me on the podcast today. She's unpredictable, loves unicorns, playing teachers, painting my nails, and movie nights. It is my gorgeous 6-year-old daughter, India. This was the first time we've ever done something like this together. Just like her daddy, she's so easily distracted. This was a conversation with many twists and turns. One of the best things, though, about a child is that they have no filter and they speak from the heart. We hear what she thought about daddy and what he does. We share an incredible moment where my new book cover is revealed for the first time. We right the wrongs of the world and plan our next adventure together. Brace yourselves for this one. I know I did.
Do you want to start today's podcast? Say or do anything you like. You've got it.
Did you cry on your marathons?
You're going in straight with the deep questions. Have I cried during my marathons? That's a really good question. I have, yeah, a few times.
And
For different reasons, though. So a couple of times because I had some ouchies and it was quite sore. And then a couple of times, like when I saw you for the first time, that was such a big moment for me. And it was really special because, tears come from many different things, don't they? You can have sort of sad tears and happy tears.
so the sad tears are like when you're bad, but the happy tears are when like you see someone.
Exactly. And I saw you. So you're a natural at this.
Like break.
How good are you at doing this right now?
Good.
Do you feel all right? What are you taking in right now when you look around the studio?
Like brilliant things.
What kind of brilliant things?
The red cushions.
They are very red cushions, aren't they? See, for me, this is a really special episode, right? This is my 10th episode of the podcast, and I really wanted to do it with you. So it would be a rememberable one. Because actually, you and I, we've been through so much together, haven't we? When you think about all of these runs and things that Daddy's been doing and how you've been a massive part of that.
Yeah, but sometimes I run with you.
You do run with me. I mean, this is what's been really fun about this is that you started to run.
I watch football with you. Kind of.
You do watch football with me.
Well, football actually gets you going because when you see someone doing like a run, you may want to do their like the same. But if you think you saw that brilliant thing,
Yeah.
it makes you going to your thing.
So you think it motivates you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say you're probably been my biggest motivation. Did you know that?
No.
You are?
So if you're like riding a motorbike and it was your first time and you saw someone else doing it, you can do it.
Well, the thing is, if somebody was riding the motorbike and you didn't ride the motorbike, then yeah, that's when you probably would look to start doing something. So a little bit
But
like
if you look back and ride your motorbike, that won't be good.
Well, no, that would be illegal. You wouldn't do that. How have you got onto the topic of riding a motorbike? I'm interested.
Well, I never ride one because Mummy said I can never ride when I was like...
You're a little bit too young to ride a motorbike now, but...
Yeah, but she said when I was older, like a grown-up,
Yeah,
she said I still can't do it.
I know. But do you think if we were to give Mummy some chocolate, she might change her mind and let you?
She doesn't really like chocolate that much.
Well, what does she like? What do you think we could give her to change her mind?
Well, she does like fancy stuff.
Does she? Like what? Anything in particular?
Dresses, like top of it has on top of your neck.
Like jewels?
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe we need to find Mummy a dress.
And she also likes dresses with their bits and just one there, not one there. And it's like all red or black.
Really? So that's probably what we should look at getting then. Because I think it'd be pretty cool if you and I were able to one day go off. Like, you wouldn't have to ride the motorbike. I could ride the motorbike and you could be in the sidecar, like a little thing on the side, and we could go on little road trips together.
Oh, so you mean like there's going to be a little chair and
Yeah.
there, and then you're next to me like this side, and then you ride it.
So I ride it. You don't have to ride it, but you can sit on the chair in the little cart with like a blanket on top of you next to me. That'd be better, wouldn't it?
So, but if Mummy said no and we just got it when she still doesn't want me, that would be illegal.
That would be illegal, would it? maybe with Mummy's rules it might be, but I don't think it's strictly illegal. I think if we were to get Mummy a really nice dress when you're older, then we might be able to sway her mind and let you to do it. Because it'd be kind of cool.
What if she doesn't change her mind?
But also, you've got to think of it like this, right? There are some things in life where people can be quite scared of things. And because you are quite brave and you go ahead and do something, that person might be really inspired by you and then do it too.
Yeah, but...
Imagine if Mummy started riding a motorbike because you did.
What if someone copied someone and then the other person did that?
Well, sometimes that's good and sometimes it might not be. It depends on what it is that you're doing, right? Yeah. So when you like look around at all this right now and you see like the pictures, do you actually know what Daddy does?
Work, marathons, runs, loads of talking to people, phone calls, and quite a lot of stuff.
Do you like Daddy running?
Only if I run with you.
Only if you run with me. So what happens if you're not running with me?
Waiting for you, and eat chocolate.
You eat chocolate?
Yeah.
But do you think, you know when Daddy sometimes has to go away and I do these trips, right? Because I'm trying to raise money for charity or we're doing a particular challenge. Do you think Daddy makes it fun for you when I'm not there?
If I was with Granny, daughter, Papa, like anyone else in our family, that would be quite nice.
It's nice when you're with the family, right? Because that's the part I love the most, is that like when I'm not there, I always think about my family and my friends because you look forward to seeing them again. And your FaceTimes, whenever we speak on the phone, that always lifts my mood up when I'm really tired or if I've got an ouchie.
Well, the thing is, like, if you got an ouchie and I didn't call you, what would that feel like?
It's a good question. How would I feel? Well, the good thing is that I've got good friends with me, right? So if I get an ouchie, I can kind of lean on them to help me, you know, and if I'm lucky enough, they might have a plaster, so they'll put that on the ouchie and make it a little bit better. But by speaking to you as well, it makes it just that little bit better, right?
Yeah, but what if your friends weren't there?
Well, if they weren't there, then, you know, I would just have to figure that out, wouldn't I?
Or if you had an ouchie and your friends and I wasn't there, no one was there, and it was just you when you had an ouchie, and you were so sad, maybe just go to your room, look at all the pictures, like, of your family, and it'll make you happy.
So do you think from now on I should create like a bit of an album of photos so that when things get a little bit tough, if I look at those photos, it'll make me a bit more cheerful?
Yeah, because then you'll be like,
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. What kind of photos do you think you should put in there? Because I think that's a really good idea for anyone,
Like-
right? If anyone's listening and they're thinking of ideas of how they can cheer themselves up if they're doing something really tough, then maybe they could borrow your idea and they could also pick some photos.
So if like there was photos on your phone, you can use those. And if I drew the picture for you or send a message to you, you can look at those.
Yeah, because I used that. You drew a really beautiful picture, didn't you, on a big piece of blue card that said "Go Daddy Go," and I kept that on the shelving in the camper van when we did the last challenge.
Yeah, and I put loads of sparkly stickers and rainbow smileys.
You did, didn't you? Do you remember what you did at the start of that challenge that would make me remember you? What did you do?
The nails.
Yeah. What colour were they?
Blue.
They were.
Now, I might not do blue nails anymore because I don't like blue now. but now I will do them pink.
Do you know how long I kept those nails on for?
What?
I kept them on for like 3 weeks. I didn't take them off. So I was running for 3 weeks with those blue nails.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
We like, oh yes, I got the nails so I can sing.
That's exactly what I was like. Everyone thought I just was the coolest kid in town. Everywhere I went, people were all asking me, where did I get my nails done?
And then what did you say?
I said, my little girl Indy did it.
And then what did they say?
And they were like, well, has she got a nail salon? Because I would like to go there and get my nails painted. And I said, well, of course not. She's only 6 years old.
Yeah, but if you said of course not, they could come to the house and then I could paint their nails.
So do you think that's what we should do from now on? So if you paint my nails and I go off and do one of these challenges, if people really like them, should we invite them back to the house and then you can paint their nails too? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. If you were to pick a name for your nail salon, what would it be?
The Sunny Nails?
The Sunny Nails. That's a great name. Do you like that?
Yeah.
How much would you charge each person to do their nails? Or would it be free? To do it for free?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be nice, right?
Yeah, because then...
Because if you're talking about calling it Sunny Nails,
yeah,
the sun makes people smile. And that's what you want to do, right? So by giving it to them for free is a really nice thing to do. And that should put a really big smile on their face.
because, by the way, everyone has to pay for everything.
I know. Isn't that annoying?
Yes, so I will call it the Sunny Free Nails.
Sunny Free Nails. This is just snowballing into the best idea ever. But when you think about like all the training and Daddy has to do, like when I have to go to run, when I got to run, when I got a gym, all the food and stuff that comes with the training of these marathons and stuff. What do you think about it? Like, do you enjoy Daddy doing it, or is there something that you think Daddy could do to improve or change it?
I think together we can like do it together and do something like get a can. Oh my gosh, I'll just say can't because and just driving it if we want to go camping, and on the camping and on holidays we can do like some marathons together and some runs, and that might be better.
I face some of the things in my life that I'm quite scared of, and so I've got to be brave and I've got to try overcome them by doing these sorts of things. What would you say you find tough and you think you need to be brave and face?
Homework,
Yeah.
kind of handwriting.
Yeah.
The sentences, because they're getting good at, but
They're getting better.
some words are pretty wrong. And everything makes me feel a bit weird, because sometimes I got butterflies in my tummy, like any kind of sort of animal, and it gets me pretty sad, but I sometimes cry, and sometimes you just need a moment.
You do. Listen, you got to know as well, though, like your mummy and I are so proud of you. You are working so hard at school. You know, when I was at school, if you ask some of my best friends when I was younger, I found certain things at school quite difficult. And I still do today. When you get older, it doesn't necessarily get much easier. You just find different ways to make those things easy. And, you know, you got to understand that seeing what you do is just, you know, mummy and I just find that so inspiring, because you just don't give up. And I think that's what's amazing. And so like whenever I'm testing myself and I'm doing these massive bonkers things, you know, it's things like that I look at and I take so much strength from it.
This week's episode is sponsored by Runner. Runner is a personalized running coaching app helping runners of all abilities train for any goal. From a first 5K to a marathon, even an ultra marathon. When the time is right for you, your plan can be created within a minute and ready to go. With each plan, Runner provides all the help a runner requires, including strength and conditioning, and you can also reach out to the team at any time via the support tab inside the app. For a 2-week free trial on any personalized running plan, use the code PHOENIX. No matter your goal, Runner is there to help you achieve it.
Were you hard on your first marathon?
Was I hurt?
No, like, I couldn't do it on your first marathon.
Oh, when I first started running, I hated it, really hated it. And I found it so difficult. And I didn't really know what I was doing. And, I found it really, really challenging, but I stuck with it. And it's now gone from something that I wasn't particularly good at or really liked to something that I now am quite good at. And I really love it. And it was just that consistency I think was really important. And that's why when I say to you, when we're doing things and there might be certain bits of homework that we might struggle with, but together, it's the fact that you just don't give up. I know that we'll eventually get there.
Well, Daddy, you're just doing the greatest thing. Because if you didn't know what you're doing and you say, oh, I hate this, what I'm doing, you're really doing a good thing there.
Exactly. And I think people listening to this right now will listen to that.
And do you think you were proud of yourself when you finished off?
Yeah, I was. I was really proud of myself.
Look what you were doing.
So if you look at like some of the things that I've tried to raise money for, is there like a particular charity that you or like people that you would really like to help? Because if you do, maybe if you share it with me now, then we could come up with an idea of how we could maybe raise some money.
If I had a charity...
Yeah.
And people spend money on that charity,
yeah,
I will get all the money and give it to all the homeless people.
Is that something that you feel quite passionate about, is the homeless people? Actually, it could be a really nice idea if you and I were to do something together. Maybe we could look at raising money to help as many homeless people as possible. Because you've said it a couple times now where this seems to be something that you've been thinking about a lot. And I think it's really nice that we're able to talk about that because it's good to understand why that's happened and what we can do to maybe improve that situation.
But I'm not really that worried. I'm just making sure they want what they want because I don't have any money. I can't give to homeless people money. But when people just walk past and they see homeless people, they never get the money.
Well, that's maybe what you and I can do. We can try to raise some money. We can find maybe some fun and easier ways for people to donate their money, right?
I just wish there was a way where people can just pick them up and then be kind to them and just take them to like some kind of dinner, like keep them in their house to keep them comfy and have like they could be part of the friends.
Yeah, well there are places like that. Did you know that? So you can actually there are places where homeless individuals can go to and they can sleep there and they can see other friends and there is food for them. But I think there's definitely much more that we could probably do to help them. So if that's something that you would like to do, then let's do it. I have something for you, by the way. Do you want a little surprise? I brought this back from LA Marathon. You know how we built like a bit of a collection? Right. Are you ready?
Wait, can you pass it to me?
Yeah. You're going to add that to the little collection you'd be making in your bedroom?
Yes, because I got a big collection going on.
What do you think of that one?
I think a little rainbow, a big leaf, the town, stars.
Do you know what that is?
No.
It's called a shamrock. And that is really lucky. So basically, Daddy did the marathon on St. Patrick's Day, which is a really special day. And that's a 4-leaf clover.
Why is the leaf a bit broken?
Oh, I think it's just scratched a little bit when I was traveling. But they're really special. You can make if you get a 4-leaf clover, you can make a wish.
Daddy, if that bit's broken, we can just paint it.
Yeah.
Again.
If you'd like.
Yeah, because I don't want it to be like that for you.
Now listen, there is something that I wanted to surprise you with today. And actually, it's a bit of a surprise for myself too. Now,
Really?
I've told you about this a long time ago. But do you see this bracelet?
Yes, that
So,
was when I was
on
born.
it says fortune favours the brave. And inside it, do you remember me showing you? It says your name and your date of birth. So that was the day you were born. And this bracelet is something that I carry with me absolutely everywhere. So when you're not with me and I have this, it makes me think of you. And so, do you remember me telling you that I was writing a book? So I got asked when I came back from my last challenge to write a book, and I had to think of a name of what I wanted to call it. And we were thinking about loads of different names. And the one that stood out that we agreed with was one I suggested to them, which was Fortune Favours the Brave, because of this bracelet. Because I wanted this book to remind me of you. Because actually, when you were born, you inspired me so much to go on and do all of these incredible things. And I've said to people, I've achieved more in my life, bub, since the day you were born than any year before that. Did you know that? So everything I've done, you know, I have to thank you because you've been the biggest inspiration. Now, the company that I wrote the book with have sent me the first copy. And I haven't seen what this looks like. And I wanted to open this with you so we can do it together. Would you like to do that? Yeah? Do you want to come over here and we can open it together?
Yes.
So I had to pick like a picture to go on the front and the back of the book. So if I open this bit here, would you like to take it out of the book? And you can be the one that shows Daddy. Yeah?
But don't be.
Okay. Should I close my eyes? Yeah? Tell me when I can look.
Wait, put your hands up then.
Okay. Are you going to put it in my hands?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me when I can look.
Look.
Now?
Was that the book?
This is it. Can you see it?
Wait, was that the book?
This is the book, bub. Oh my gosh.
It's really true.
What do you think of it? Do you like it? Huh?
Right.
Hey?
Should we put that in?
Do you like it?
Should we put that in the collection?
Wow.
Should we put it in the collection, Daddy?
This is the most beautiful thing in the world.
Should we put it in?
Do you know how surreal this is for me right now? Do you? But when I found out about you, it was such an interesting time in my life. And you've just been the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I don't care how many times I tell you that. I'm going to keep telling you that because so many phenomenal things have happened to me. And this book is just testament to the impact that you've made on my life. Like, I would never in a million years have written this book. You know how you talk about being scared at school, about certain things about homework and stuff?
Yeah.
Do you know how scary it was for me when this was offered to write this?
No.
And I've done it.
So, did you write that book?
I wrote this book. And that's what I mean, is that sometimes we have to face our fears, right? And that's why the title of this book I just think is so important. Fortune Favours the Brave. This book is going to go out across the world. So loads of people are going to be able to see it. How cool is that?
Cool.
Yeah? Yeah, you can go back to your seat.
So, Daddy,
Yeah.
what I love is the bit when you never give up. Never give up.
Never give up.
Yeah.
You can never give up. It's okay sometimes to...
To give up on a job? No.
It's not, but listen, sometimes when you face things, it's good to take a step back because things sometimes can be a little bit tiring. But like you said, just never give up. Keep pushing on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if you had a job and you you know,
Where's the mind wandering?
Gift up.
Yeah, give up.
And you said, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
You still can't give up. You can just carry on another job if you don't want to. It's fine.
You know, you've been given loads of words of wisdom. If you've got someone today that needs some motivation or to put a smile on their face, what would you say to do that?
I'll say, you know how my parents get me up and they'll say, what? And I say, well, you just take deep breaths out of your mouth and in and out of your mouth.
Is that to just take deep breaths?
Like this.
So if you're a little bit stressed, nice deep breaths.
And in my classroom, we were watching a movie and just pretend there's a balloon in your tummy and you fill it up with air and then you put it down again.
And let it out.
Yeah.
And that will relax you.
And you do a little stretch and then you reach down.
Yep.
That'll be easier for you.
That's it. And just all that stress goes, right?
Yeah. And if you do that on your marathons, that'll get you down.
That will make me relax, won't it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy today?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll do another podcast?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Yeah? Except next time, do you want to host it? And you can ask me the questions.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Well, yeah.
I've absolutely loved you being on this today.
Oh,
and I think you've spoken so well, bub.
Today,
Yeah.
I did gymnastics.
Wow.
So when I did gymnastics,
Yeah.
I did a handstand
Yeah.
into a backflip.
Wow.
I know. And I was pretty scared.
I can't even do that. So I think you need to show me.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I will have to do it on a gymnastics mat.
So I normally say the last words
Yeah.
to sort of see out the episode. Should I say the last words or do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Shall I do it?
Yeah.
Would you like to say anything, though, to everyone that's listening?
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to say to them?
Wait, no.
Maybe say thank you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you can say that then.
Thank you.
You've got to say it a bit louder because I don't think they'll hear that.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. As I said, very, very unpredictable with many, many twists and turns. I feel like I've been sat opposite my guru. What words of wisdom you've come out with today. Bub, I love you with all my heart. And like I said, you are my biggest inspiration. And I'm not really sure what our next adventure is going to be from this challenge, but it sounds like we've got a lot of ideas and whatever it's going to be, it's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm. And remember, never give up.
If you enjoyed today's podcast, you fatted biscuit, all I ask of you in return is that you push that subscribe button and leave a review. Unless it's a bad one, you can keep that, you sausage. Your support, though, makes such a difference to this podcast and enables it to grow and connect with even more people around the world.